Mikai pa se misano na papa pese onye nkoko ena okofre papa bi bae so o mesi nkoko bu mai na papa no na apart from adwuma no opanyum owie nkoko bu no ato anyum be 1 million anyum e wo radio so nyina anim kasa bia obeto na me da ho an na mekai no na me se me ba beto ne nyum ni bi a kire mo ye nyina ya hwe se papa no ofiri hi o start adwuma no otunu no obeka do re mi re doi zotoi o krama tuntu o camino ai o free moja na fe was starting nyum no nyum no baako akosi ama bonswe me ho pera mani agina woi hey alomo ya swing safari aho ama bonswe me ho pera mani agina woi hey alomo ya swing safari aho chora mi la momo chora mi jegbero chora mi la momo.
All right, Abuja, for this is the debate with Munufie. Mojidi say ene obi ahon eye. Ye ba be ye Ghana adwuma, ye ba be ye adwuma weekends da ne da ye no enye easy. It is only shock absorbers they are. Let's know festival because that is something we are going to work today. Medini William Munufie, I'm going to subscribe here, but you take your time and then subscribe for me. Send a dane da no. With me I like it. I share so I'm a from Saka. Many ebeje hon dodona. Hey, but when the NPP party no. Let me just be straight away with the NPP for because one thing NPP for here say they seem not to be organized. They seem not to be straight. Now no, and as a party no, a party in kakra. But let me position myself here. Send a wow, him no be nyamre na oneme edi uncommon album. All right, so let's do it this way. NPP party na da e kan wasem no. Se Ghana e pese develop there, we need to redirect the policies and programs are mining here, you know, to a whole different direction. That is what I believe. Enti mining a team see nya no koreka fo e wo minom. But mo Kyei Kwaku Baako. We seasoned journalist e wo minom. Na galam se wonsen sama ya chicha ma Wontumi ade ne kwakota NPP for say chama Wontumi anya hwe no Kwaku Baako se dabi. He is ready to testify against Chairman Wontumi. Ebekum ya bomo domu asuko NPP for
Chimi for party job.
Ebacha when Kyei Mensah Bonsu, former majority leader or minority leader, he is one of the finest politicians. Personally, I do appreciate him very, very well. Oyobi am a penasempa. Papana tries to play jandam kakrebi. Ne yebetend to on this particular platform. Or say, there is nowhere in the history of Ghana NPP party ne did $1 kodru 17 Ghana cedis. Or see binsi hoda. But you at the end of the day, you be prove actually one about say, and someone about can and you know quite because NPP being led by Alhaji Dr. Mudbomia at the Ghana dollar no. Echo through 17 Ghana cedis, whether you like it or not. That is the fact. That is the truth. But Kyei Mensah Bonsu say, and you know, close being here. Was say now to see the NDC for any this Anthony to go allergic Dr. Mudbomia so. And see a baby dum akumosu ko. The question some on about can and no quarry and then you know quarry. But before we start, no, young Korean Kuti and some potia honorable a Kai, honorable and a Kwame committee say or grant interview you with the honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu and some of the dozen. Ye play besides honorable. NPP party no. Ade na mo super Kennedy hene Japan sa. Ebisi Kennedy Japan was say the motherfucker. But he was rather defending the party when he was using those kind of words. Also would be Kennedy de Munjano. Kennedy name no mo mudi Kennedy no. Omudi attempt Kwame Bafaboronye ipacho wa hweme no. At the end of this particular interview no, attest to the fact whether some honorable can no crew, say no crew ipacho ti honorable.
Say near man for the bomb so one said you probably were one more cassatia other aspirants. Munumuhedi Munkanwe, nature say, and watch it. I mean, I will be born a menu. Kwabna Kwabwadum, a drive for your son in Subeto. Now, what was it? Mina Memo will be born a menu. Mina Mebo, honorable letters, your honorable attach, was it president ya oko UN conference okaka mal fokra na abronye so atiesim ene ade sa nkomo yi wote ya eto say any campaign so ba bia mo akro insanity here.
I think me did say yeah the abushemu na kujato ne aprapre aba no ya junse kasa ye kasa no say ye table as see yeah enka bomunti ibitina kan ho bomu na no ye hamza kran say na so we say abronye akoka bibi nti be omientini enka no nse kwame ye mo be on daily basis. Listen to Man FM. Listen to Ash FM Kumasi. You know, baby, you know, I'm going to do. I think we do a good trick over my baby. I won't conform with the again. Nobody's talking about that. I then we can be from be on support to be never can be the but all support can make a point on daily basis. What is that efficiency? It is think of what. Why are people not talking about that? I mean, wow.
Then you also a you.
Wow, cool.
Aguna.
No, cherry, Aguna. Aguna, me call you. Na me name party for be good in Como. Come, me call Aguna on the 8th of August. Rupi in Kenya, Kotefi, Ghana. We need to me see, you know. It's 6th August.
I.
Na 8th August, na Kwagona, many party for you share. Then me call you na. Nimpo me kase. Asama I see no. My money na na ato you. Na minutes as a free money, my free money, money boama.
I coffee money.
Muntala. Make cafe. And then all your ministers. Ministers, I mean, they are ministers of state. I know a software. And yet, NDC as software, they are ministers of state. The Constitution describes them as ministers of state. So, my own actually, Dr. Sapon, Kyei Chief Executive of the Regional Minister. If you are sent to Kwaku Central Region, and then for your Vice Chairman, NDC. Katia, or Boasia, 1 year successful, or some way program, or minor program, or what in the no account. I said, your 4 million, they are military officers of the Republic of Ghana. They come in a cafe, no minor, and they are paying. The answer the best program I said, no, let's say we are sorry. Name one pay my woman, then you mean your macra. I mean the video recording on this. The bomb pay, and I made the town, get traffic, and funny is a party as nothing. Oh, if you are a bunch of days support the Kennedy, they're going to of your one or ye dwell with him for technical institute.
Mamtek.
Oh, fake Joy FM logo video. So the Kenyans are going to say, Woma, Woman, MP4. Fire, MP4, the fire.
Oh, I'm a Kyei.
I mean, what's it? Oh, the second happened. No, yes, and you may not know the Joy FM 4 because the logo, no, a fictitious. I know logo. Joy FM 4 year news. It be the crime you see, me train on the news. I can't see any you can hear Japan, a staff or almost a social on social media.
You look at Japan, a just have one.
As I was saying,
You look at Japan, a just have one. Wow.
So why are people not talking about this? Now, said in previous. I said, two wrongs don't make right. To me, I said, me buy, me can't say, me son the chairman, me can't say, how can I say that? And so, because the person is vicious and callous. The air coming from is still sharing. I say, name you say, Dr. Lumia is not fit to be the leader of the party. In Jesus' name. And I go in Shira FM. One or yen interview. The friend is Antoine. Almost the say echo train when the same as I was doing because I was found. Yes, one could carry more cocaine as a man. And yet there's no video or voice recording. One I and I'm going to say the same as I was doing.
Baby, what?
I mean, there's some dogs. And not a dear could see him. The necessary can say, you and I ain't fear to say, yet in your back. And you tobacco, you ain't fear to say, sing ya and come on a bayambre, am I? Attack for you mean, and you know, I go my subject fee. Menino Crackasa, that's it. In the Casam. In the meantime, can already is but because
all right, I've gotten a message say the audio seems not to be very clear, so I need to play it back again. Now, let me just take my time and then break it on once again. Now, a money for Inti me pa say wow, and that's the audio no and share that good. I'm going to bring it back again. Now, what's an 18 seminar on a Kyei Mensah Bonsu Ekano very, 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 very well. Because sometimes they say, I need man is a bioha, will be again say you play Jandam into Pachutin once again.
Baby, what? One more cassatia other aspirants. Munufie, Munufie, next say, watch that me will be born a menu. Kwabna Kwabwadum, a guy for your son in Subeto. Na wo boss me na me mu wo bi bu wo na me nye wo me na me bu eti honorable latest honorable attach ya was it yempe president ya oko UN conference okaka mal fok na abronye so atiesim ene ade sa nkomo yi wote ya eto say any campaign so ba bia mo akro and senate here.
I think me did say yeah, the Abushemu and I could not on a pratriaba. No, I didn't say Casa, ye Casacasa, no say, ye trip was a sea, yeah, and Kabumunti, Bitnaka and Wabum. Now, no, ye Hamza Cran say, nothing, what to say, a bronya can be in tea, the meeting and canon shake. Come, you must be. On daily basis, listen to Man FM, listen to Ash FM Kumasi. You must be the to do. I think the dear good you call Brahman. Baby, I won't conform with the dear. Nobody's talking about that. I dine will be can be from be on support to never can be the but almost support can on the point on daily basis. Almost is out to stations. It didn't go for it. Why are people not talking about that? Me, I mean, wow.
Then they also a jayu.
Wow, come. Aguna. No, and cherry, Aguna. Aguna, me call you know. Na me name party for be couldn't come on. Come, we call Aguna on the 8th of August. Every in Kenya, a quarter year, Ghana, we need two of my me see, you know. So it's 6th August.
Aye.
Na 8th August, na Kwaguna, many party for you could share. Then me call you, no. Nimpo me kase asema isi no ayo memu nyina na yene atoye you na ministers o free mo ma free mo nkwa no mane to mane boama
ai kofi mane
muntala me kase ene o ye ministers no kwame they are ministers of state o mine no asrofo And yet NDC as well, they are ministers of state. The constitution is described them as ministers of state. So my moon actually and Dr. Sapon, Kyei, chief executive of the regional minister. If you are Asante Kwaku Central Region, and me, or ye no ye vice chairman, Emma NDC. Kachia, or no Udina or Boasia, 1 year successful, or some way program or minor program or Boasin no account. I said, for me, they are military officers of the Republic of Ghana. And the Kwame make Cassin, yes, no minor, and I dear training. And the Ansani Bishop program, I said, no, let's say, we are sorry. Name Paye Mawom, and Yamini or Makra. I mean, the video recording on this. The bomb Paye, and I may be calm, your class, and Sunny Asia party as nothing. Oh, if you are a bunch of people supporting can get even a two. Of Fiagona, or ye, or some for technical institute.
Mamtek.
Oh, a fake Joy FM logo video. So the Kyei Mensah Bonsu say, Woma, Woman, MP4. Oh, MP4, the Empire.
Oh, I'm a Kyei.
I'm what's it? Oh, the chef and happen. No, yes, sir. And you may not some trade in Joy FM 4 because the logo, no, I know, a fictitious. I know logo. Joy FM 4 year news. It be sad, the crowd you see, me trim on the news. Apparently, between any Iraq can hang upon a staff or that so share on social media. That's it.
You're can Japan, a staff one.
What I say?
You're can Japan, a staff one.
Sir,
wow.
I mean, so why are people not talking about this? Now, Sabi in previous time. I said, two wrongs don't make right. To me, I said, me can't say, me son, me can't say, how can I say that? And so, because the person is vicious and callous, the air can find out, he's still sharing. I will say, name me say, Dr. Belmia is not fit to be the leader of the party in Jensen Sano. And I go kawo in Shira FM. Or ye me interview, no, the friend of Jantua. Almost the echo chilling with the Kyei Mensah Bonsu Disgraced. Oh, found. Just what could carry a more candidate as a man. And yet, there's no video or voice recording. One I and I'm just one of the Kyei Mensah Bonsu Disgraced. I see. I mean, there's some dogs. And not a dear could see him. The mystery can you say, you I ain't fear to say, yet in your back. And in the back, then I feel to say, Senya, you are and Caboon and Bayemre, am I? Atta, or you mean, and you know, I ignore my subject fee. Menino, Crackasa, Sassimiho. Now, in the Casamanican, they mean to me kind of ready, so by me, the Casai, the first time, because you see, I didn't know quite, and then you are a fatai. As a man, say 10 and what Casa said. What Casa said, nobody will count. Well, you should go to it, then we'll go to know. But me catch anything.
But I would see any call for now. One must say that was then. And they was
and I make a say. Once I could graduate, I mean, I make a say, and I could graduate, and make a say, maybe a man so I want. And the name for Namania take us and make a say, maybe you do say, let's move on. And some of them can't young Cassadi, rather than saying to me already. I say, a baby boy only we are and Kabuno, I am I. But the man may say, Ushum body, what is some good news? So we attend there and Yamabutum and Chanko baby. In Chani, if I know na etini akoyeni so eni ensema ba na tushi nya ma santere nya ko tin se kwa me se ensema bi o ha o ti anu wa fun so se ko pa ni se so se bi o mia vice president no ku so kire ne se ko mo fan tika mba e be o mia nka ho se di be o mia na me fa sika ma no What is the logic in this?
Mami na atoshi.
What is the logic in this? And I was saying, you're chairman of economic management team. Economic management team, who managing economy in mind. They are not. They are only advisory. They are sent there, but they advise on the broad contours of the economy. The economic management committee is sanity.
But baby was say yet to say another Kwaku so can say Okofane by virtue of the reason say obe manage economy no.
Ekufado anado yes atena. Okasasa no say. Omaimu anyone you know high true. Issues concerned with and also connected with the rule of law and the economy. Or no, we am running mapa. Now, Dr. Mahmoud, and so I've been a Sikasimu. So this only will come on between a managee of my. But don't forget, say, Omano, executive authority vests in just one person. Is the chief executive of this country is the president. We are vice president, the crown bar. Before you become the chairman of the economic management committee, you are the advisor. Who advises now? Who advises also? Advice on the man, Machi. Now, any part back you need so also make you, also see you. And you get somebody and be better. Not the president did this idea. Ultimately, responsibility rests with the president. And because when the economy no, and so you see no, I could do 17, and we free honest city near 17. I saw all kind of quick. NPP fees were not the exchange rate was not 17 to $1. At no time, NPP time, and the exchange rate in the course 17 cities. I have propaganda to be America. So, see the lack of 17. When? Where's the record? And it's all follow into that. You know, also can be.
Anyway, sir, what Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu? Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, Abobon Sembebre so. By free to one queen, or say at no point in time under NPP's administration, and $1 to CD rating, equals 17 Ghana cedis. Or say propaganda. There's nothing like that. Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, these are not my words. These are Kyei Mensah Bonsu's own words. Then secondly, he made mention, say, Bawumia was a mere vice president. And for that matter, now, as head of Ghana's economic management team, he was only giving advices. And the UNOS lied on the president. Say, Mamun a president, but Bawumia had nothing to do with it. Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, sometimes I keep saying, say, we are very fine gentlemen. But this current NPP, so we are going to be defending this current NPP. When we are good, when you say, let's advise Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the one saying, say, NDC economic management team because his economic management team they are the best, they are the finest, the best in the country. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the Kai. It was Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who told Ghanaians say he had arrested the city and given the keys to the IGP. I did not say this kind of things. Kyei Mensah Bonsu, you were in Ghana there. You were then the majority leader. Why didn't you tell him, Master, somehow don't give yourself credit? Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in him say, at the papa be a course on another Bambiano also or no, and the buy. Why is Kyei Mensah Bonsu now telling us Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was just giving advice? But anyway, let's advise him. Also, Onim say, and at no point in time, and a Ghana seed, a course 17, but you're in a dahono. And no, nedahono. By November 2024, Mama, 3 different news outlets, My Joy, Ghana Web, and then some other one. I think, is it what? Let's forget. Let's start it. The one from my immediate left. CD faces sharp depreciation as dollar traded at 17 Ghana cedis over the weekend. I have no idea how it got there. I'm from Ghana Web. Ghana cedi now trading at $17.152 $1. This was on Ghana Web. My Joy Online. Cedi begins week promisingly despite heightened demand pressure. $1 equals 17 Ghana cedis. And I'm sure. Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, you were in Ghana when all these news outlets were publishing this. You are telling us at no point in time, and the city cost 17, and that honor. Sometimes, NPP, who is who defend NPP? You end up disgracing yourself. Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu. Defending Alhaji Dr. Munufie now is becoming more difficult. So you are rather tarnishing your own image. That is the fact. Fact in the down. There's no record, so it is rather NDC for any now to see any can. Now to say, young Kanchera will say, as common fund administrator, no, before the date to be able to parliament, my parliament approval, she presented to the economic management team, Alhaji Dr. Munufie and a Dano. You know, because you have been a senior minister before. Why a minister now? Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu has been a senior minister in Ghana, so he knows very well what he is talking about. But he is lying to Ghanaians, thinking, say, he could whitewash Alhaji Dr. Munufie now. Senior. I kind of quench you. So here's about white was Alhaji Dr. Munufie party. You end up disgracing yourself. I just come on to why you here. But so and no net dahono and no net dahono. Who see NPP news? So they began to see the now cost 17 that can't say net dahono. Then they are confused. They say, so Bank of Ghana rate in the account was a madam for. Then I'm okay Bank of Ghana rate. Joy FM from Kufa data anything. Alhaji Dr. Munufie before Opeso vice president was working from market to market, Malata market. No, cover Dokuno boy saying, didn't he know the Bank of Ghana entered Dokuno Malata market? No, him. And now Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, you are telling us, say, economic management team was just merely giving advice. Sir. So the backstop in another Nekokufado, right? And the Nemudi and another attempts at Muna Nkoyeno and another Benya Alhaji Dr. Munufie. Then why Dr. Munufie telling us when they did draw by? You need to tell us. A leader in the country. You need to be very, very careful and extra careful. Why am I here? Emily said, was he not in parliament at that time? Why did they want Kendo Furata to be removed? Ask him. That is the kind of question. Emily, why are they? We should ask him. Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, you were there when the dollar hit 17 over 17. Even so, Ghana web publication, it cost 17.15 to $1. What was it? And Kobida. What was it when you go say? I like how Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu is. Also, to be presenting a lot of things because the man I understand is not a lawyer, but now we're parliamentary, he was able to banter with the lawyers, which I really appreciated those kind of things from him. But the old Costa away there, master, goofy more time. President said at no time also did the cedi to a dollar go to 4 cedis in 2016. Yes, exactly. But you people are quoting that time say 4 cedis. And then Kyei Mensah Bonsu say, because Bank of Ghana did not record that. But we are telling you, Bank of Ghana actually recorded 16 point something. But now Bank of Ghana, there's nothing there. Because this is what forest for a trading in the country. Kyei Mensah Bonsu, you were there. So don't come and start to deceive yourself. Because this is here. Senior Mfa. Anyway, what ya? That's hard on me. There are a bunch of confused people.
You don't make a change in the business. And go on with the bar. Yes, you go. Oh, yeah. Policies are yes. I'm going to go on the bar. Yes, you go crank. You go crank a croman and Kukoyale de Abagana.
All right, why are they so NPP for again? No. That is what NPP people think. That one will say Ukofangrophobia said they lack how to manage the affairs of the country. They are confused about themselves. They confuse themselves. We can't wait, say anomatie. But you want Kwaku Baako. Kwaku Baako say, oh no, I intercepted police documenter. Akonta mining was actually engaged in illegal mining. Into he is ready to testify against Wontumi. And so former president Nana Akufo-Addo mining was not engaged in illegal mining. Yankoni any honorable Kwaku Baako could be said Kwaku Baako or tell Peace FM so chairman Kwame Sefakan and a cancer answer say, hey, documents a kita matches Akonta mining. I think a chairman Wontumi But you so hear more television so for phone no scan the QR code here that's it will take you straight away to the channel. With my like, share, I'm on for so with me as subscribe and so I'll be very, very happy with that. Yentie Kwaku Baako, one was a documents man. Kwaku Baako nama documents kwa so na chain biti. Yentie no.
I thought it was speculation.
No, it's confirmed.
Okay.
Chairman Wontumi owns Akonta.
What I've done is, I tried them search documents, but Mensah can registration war profile, but at least Mensah can BB or show the kind of licenses and applications from 2011 to 2012 and now recent times. I'm focusing on recent times.
My Minerals Commission is to one.
Kwame, look, let's be very blunt. And I'm not talking about personalities. I'm talking about entities and practices associated with the entities. The particular place now, the recent
Forest Reserve.
Forest Reserve.
Yeah.
All the licenses are Okitano. My check Ninia from 2011, 2012 in only Forest Reserve. But the last one, application is pending. The company's application is pending.
August then.
It has not been approved. But that is in the Forest Reserve. Yes. So what was the company doing there?
We had no business then.
Completely. They have no business being in that particular place doing anything. Because first of all, no, won't approve even license. No. It isn't as if there's you can't mine in the Forest Reserve. That's not
you can.
You can.
Responsibly.
If it is given to you.
And if it's given
that's
to
why
you,
I said responsibly.
Yes. The issue is not whether
the stakes are very high.
Yes,
constitutionally.
Yes.
Article 268.
You are right.
Parliamentary ratification.
It is all true.
No, but
the list of all the mining companies operating in the forest reserves is all ratified properly. And then he monitor, evaluated because what was strict regime or there he adhered to. Into the issue is not there when you apply for a license to go into a forest reserve. The issue is that any license not yet, but the company is there. Why? What is he doing there? But what kind of impunity is that?
You should also investigate there. No, so there. Samatex, what were they also doing there?
I mean, I thought it was speculation. I even thought there was some mischief. But because I'm dealing with a company.
Yeah.
And the laws will know how to deal with them, the company, and any associated individual in terms of liability.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that this is a tough call.
What was
a
he
really
doing there?
Tough call, Kwame. That again, how this matter is handled would either enhance the integrity of the fight or diminish it.
I agree with you.
That's the point exercise I may itemize how in your specifics. In the specifics, no so you into my handle one, you tackle Nigeria. Then honestly, whatever we do, ultimately we may not succeed.
Akonta should be brought to book.
The company should be investigated in terms of their intrusion of the forest reserve without license and duly punished by law. By law. In accordance with law.
Peace FM.
Look, Kwame. Me say, maybe what Nimpang is yet to speak on because of all this, and as the case was caught, a lot of things are now combined. Since all they use to call defend, you can be so I can outside the crowd, potential contempt. My case or to them, maybe make statement be, and I'm sure I mean maybe based on your own investigations. Look, in him there, and it's a tragedy, so I have to be careful. I don't hurt feelings and emotions. In him there, the late Major Mahama.
Maxwell Mahama.
Look, bottom line, not a victim of Galamsey's.
Yep.
Who thought he symbolized protection of a certain mining interest there?
That's right. You need to
and
find
they
out.
gingered up that thing and got that man killed, murdered.
Well planned.
But also, we court case, and maybe.
And that case is taking forever.
You need to find out who owns that.
No. Yes, until
progress.
Yes, it is.
The man died how many years ago?
But
That's what the wheels of justice.
Anyway.
And the wheels of justice, they grind slowly.
Kwame, can I start Kwame sentiment? It don't be anything military.
Kwaku, an army officer was killed.
Yes,
soldier wearing a uniform.
But say it were in
now how many years?
There are cases in court. It's over 6-7 years, if not more.
But it doesn't make it right.
Yes, but that is the system. Your penal system.
Without the
Look,
militaries.
in him there, murder cases, Ibimu to stay remand. By 10 years. I mean, the federal prisons. There were people there no wait 10 years, 15 years. Walk or court, waba. Ne prison. One convicting one sentencing.
Because the burden of proof is beyond reasonable doubt.
I think we can do better, but I'm saying that is
anyway. Kwaku and Toasu, don't let's get sidetracked.
But we don't investigate some attacks. So what's a
Are they mining? No. Are they mining?
What they did, were a mining company.
No, what's a wood processing
timber. Yeah, but I'm not crossing a part of the problem.
Which is a problem, Kwame, because they PRO say they even operate an airstrip there.
Forest Nankasa timber in Nankasa, so they fell tree.
Yes.
Which is an issue. You monitor well.
Exactly.
So it's a part of the problem. But I didn't know much about Samatex.
And Samatex is not the issue. You want to do Samatex, you are diverting the discussion.
No, but that is a war between Akonta and Samatex.
Which war?
How did the war start?
Forest and
forest.
Did or does Akonta have any business going into the forest in the first place?
What's the one they gonna say for hunting? No, so protect or hunting, which is which.
All these are diversions.
Are they very brutally frank with each other? That is one part of how to resolve this Galamsey matter. Ibimusu, community mining, alternative livelihood. Yeah, but it's part of the solution. It is how you structure it. It's how you go about it. You see, because like Alote himself raised there. Poverty can imagine the quest for money so count some greed, yes, some armed robbers so back that they are poor. It no one way armed robbery. And yet the law will not excuse them. See, one has to be very careful how we go about some of these things. But Kwame, and I'm proceeding on basis of limited research. Or perhaps no research at all, or a gut feeling. I'm sure this administration and even the previous one, the Mahama administration, they all toyed with the idea of alternative livelihood relative to how to resolve this Galamsey matter. Now, I launch that program under this administration. If I'm wrong, correct me.
You're right.
But I think they have launched as well.
It was launched. Onyona Dr. Louisa Sewa Donko.
Yes.
What's that name?
Inima, won't take critical look at how it's been done. Or a good idea. In principle, I'm for it. Because it's the way forward. On your short term. Because whilst you are fighting, you are using police, military, and other methods to stop the pollution and yamana way no iso try they left no inkade e be livelihood na wi answer na stop when we destroy water bottles. It doesn't make sense. But who and who are getting involved?
The licenses. Who and
who Kwame? Their tendency sometimes to bring party elements, partisan elements, and this cuts across the political divide. And you know, I'm changing. I mean, before 2016, I gave the system evidence.
Yeah.
I still have them.
Oh, you still do?
Oh, but you change them. Video, audio, and documentary. I still have it. Some of those things, you know, are already in the police custody. Change them. Because police footage, what did you statements? I only intercepted.
See.
Some of those things, you know, are also available to this administration, Kwame. And they are party elements.
From both sides.
Big and small. Regional chairmen and constituency secretaries and things. Documented. The Ghana police knows what I'm talking about.
They do?
But they have the record. Or you want records na me intercepted. It's him how many records now. Ibo police letterheads na nyama. Statements now. Nkofuna watchiche hono. Ibo wo statements. Nyama. Bikitebi. It was all going to be part of documentary. Yeah. CCR. Why is told because of litigation we are involved in court.
Anyway, so what ye Kwaku Baako mu yiye very, very carefully. A police intercepted document and a chairman Wontumi a bond diwum. Sa kwa we na se Ghana asase kwa we na ye galamsey no. Ezo na nadu da Kwaku Baako se chairman Wontumi nya hwe. Oso onye bibia. Wa ho ha wa mamuo no andana nadu da Kwaku Baako no mo de goro atopre. Mwe ye nya chairman Wontumi nankasa no TV so live. Eyi galamsey chairman for say one who gold da. Hwe gold, one who gold da. Hwe gold. Na nadu da Kwaku Baako se chairman Wontumi nya hwe. And then if His Excellency John Dominic Mamet's administration, ya chairman Wontumi na ye tiana na NPP for complaining. Chairman Wontumi, what one kasa chairman Wontumi.
Baby a obehu se eho se hoye forest bia no eye minerals either gold, bauxite, manganese, magnesium, lithium. So baby a ye jaho asay bia. O ya Ghana no one gold da.
No. I have once, yes.
Sir, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I saw it. Somebody showed it to me. Oh, I went to somebody's house, or it's a miner. He said this is gold.
Sir,
rough. It looks rough like that.
It look rough.
Yellowish.
Sir, it look rough.
Yes, it looks rough.
I remember what gold in there.
Everywhere.
And I miss what gold in there. Because I want to. But some use so practical.
It's very important
to explain to people.
So viewers to see it.
Of course.
Okay.
Viewers also.
What
I say? Some have there.
Oh wow! This is heavy. How much is that?
Don't worry, I don't have to mention. Okay. But I will show to you.
Chairman Wontumi is going to show me real gold.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's heavy. That's refined. So it looks like biscuits. It's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, but very heavy.
Very heavy.
Yes.
Let me give you another one.
Okay, that's good.
It's good.
Yeah, the camera can see.
Okay, let me give you another one.
Does this belong to you?
Of course, it's for me.
You are sure about that?
Let me show you another one.
Wow. How much money is this?
I don't have to say it.
How many carats?
I don't have to say it.
But why are you keeping all this gold in your bag in your office in Kumasi? Why?
I don't keep it here. It will go.
Okay.
Yes, so I have already.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 small pieces.
4.
5. 6. Why is this crooked?
Because it's crooked.
Oh, different.
So why is it crooked? Chairman Wontumi because it's crooked. NPP4.
Jimmy for party.
Yeah, some.
What's your NPP then? Jimmy for party. Jimmy for party. They are no nyadin dodo.
I some Ghana for.
Me Jina President Kufuor ni kwa sana bekala. Na Jimmy for party na wo Bulgaria won so ya NPP ni no. Oh na say me so me Jimmy.
Anya no nko mo say akoromfon so kan ho.
Mo kwara ne ti.
Aha.
Okay.
So why is it crooked? Chairman Wontumi because it's crooked. Akwana bia say. Na for pare na da Kwaku Baako. Na do tuna Chairman Wontumi atem. Ene wa ho say Alhaji Dr. Munufie Baumia. Etu na Chairman Wontumi atem. Otu na watiem, otu na atem because they don't no. And these are the kind of people like NPP for some do manage your power. Mo power master hey NPP. When you heart takumaya yempew. Now the SRN say NPP party no. Omo munim the party no say no. Let me advise them. If they will listen, it will help them. NPP for me, NPP, but I can advise them very, very peacefully. If only they will listen, I think it's going to help them. Amamona he says as a John the minimum ebuno. Somebody compare ni amubu yena. Mon ya careful and begum when mase. And you be no nabu chemiza bunzo because he's not ready to learn. He's not ready to listen. And he said, when TN70 now, yes, I could defend it. There are some things happening on in the country. I don't expect NP before with that micro minority number one. Somebody even you don't even talk. Don't talk. Munyama buying committee, who's a buying committee, then you capitalize on that political point and then speak. And the one was on about and so what you call Gina House or Kokasa for Kumasi Express Highway on one's about Tiano. As a minority, I will work it and another Nakai. I want to be I want to be Munadi, so tacky, not by any defender, but rather no. So one NP before they are rather defended, and this attack. Back up position at Papa. Hey, I like you, Dr. Mudubomia. Me person first year, no, and mammy. Yeah, the steer I'm out, Techima magazine. So I could jabba. And then are there, find your way. And this way NPP near catch on penny for say they should be very careful. Listen. Because honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu Disgraced say dollar and cost 17 cities that. And then near the facts and that's why I can say dollar in 17 cost 17.15 kra and them gwasi akano. So what I say? No one careful who the who any munyam na wan kasa who the allergy Dr. Mudubomia echi na any munyam no wan kasa wo say no. Emily, they are still lying, sir. They are lying unto themselves because they believe that they are masters, no. Any maturing making by another generation, a woman, thanks to free SHS, Ubiako school be in maturing making kind. And the social media also, and your comments if I can better Peace FM, I said it to only be more dabi, we set it here. A kick camera and see and a microphone. They are set you all with facts. We don't insult, we present facts and data. So the only thing you need to go and do is somebody Pagana for you.
I would say to the people of Ghana,
okay,
I'm sorry. We are sorry for the poor work we have done.
Okay.
We're going to go and think about ourselves.
All right, so you rather need to go and think about yourselves because a throne as an in Adano Ghana for the big jandam is no more. What's a tip? I kick you. They see you keep giant or pack you. I got an NPP party in strong beam because they are not ready, they are not learning. Oma kwase sem krofobia mo hata I want to be him on about sefu I want to say for I say these people when they even talk they don't even listen to themselves. They have no facts, they have nothing to tell Ghanaians. Until man they will be Ghana and so NPP party say na hu na Ghana ni be ka jero so na say no position be Ghana. Because position it seems not to be working. They are not active. They are not brainy. Adwene ni ho adwene ye kiti A plus na kai I say kotre dey he said 30 dey so we do much here. The concept ni bisa we are bisa question kwa Wontumi answer. So these are the kind of people that my say in fact Ghana kunya mo but they are not even ready for themselves. Until now to see NPP ma say can chita for ne benya ba mu yenkrofo a ne atwa ba mu we ne benya na atwa ba mu wo de titiketi ha mo.
Dibia ye etimuma yensu yenkwa dibi ye dibi na busubu dibi ne nanse ye kwa ye election no mobakaya obi bibia wo penti ya brega na ha bre campaign na Dr. Ba obi oye campaign ya the half ni ya the ka apacha amagana for no obi orunko ne bibia wo penti na abodam sem ye kan wo gana ha
dabi ye kan wo gana ha ye kan wa laji Dr. Mudubomia time odi na chinko na ka sa abodam sem no ha. And this is Papa Panya, what tear for a fufu, as I am a pump mapa. What's the amount for this kind of in Tiamo Medibidia, Chama, or must say you? And then Babro Posisi, Papa. Hey, Party Pana, at Titia Pansamsano. Agena San, Agena Titia Pansam, Agibia Nimbium. Anyway, let's leave them a more party because if they are not ready to learn, it's up to them. Enko NDC. Because sometimes on weekend vibe, no, you bought NPP, they are tia, ya buffy. Because then I can debate with Munufie in your tretre quine. And when you force Obi or Casania, no who say there is something going on the social media. My site to be. But I don't know how to even address it. After we watch this particular video, more from our chairman as to how we need to go about it. The general perception is that His Excellency John Mama Bayana, a queer. I may say, do bo IFO, I will mind. But your team is making a team. Because I want to choose my choice of words very, very carefully. Men are not no equiani. My papa equiani. My mama was an auditor, but still she was farming. So I can say I come from a farming community because I'm from Techiman in the Bono East region, and we are predominantly farmers. You do buy those kind of things. So we are farmers. Anytime time aban bi beba obema afudie so ayefo timiye na the masses like say we do boy for no you have to also understand say the farmer no is crying. The farmer aduane boy for no the farmer will also be crying because Ghana no aban no ain't subsidizing anything for the farmer. You farm, you do everything by yourselves. Ghana kuyafo complain say things are so cheap. Aduane no mo kodoba ayefo yenye ni pakura man in top. But when they sell their produce now, it means saying kita for themselves and their family. This particular farmer. And some people think say they were insulting necessarily John Domini Mama. But I took a clue out of what they are saying. In the comment section, maybe I'm from again. Yo,
NDC senior will have a restaurant. Video. Ya can't imagine a Chinamunya grown you are. May be a queer in my dog. Mine 20 bucks. Oh, Mamma, what say Yendi Diane? Busy 2 bucks, Nipper turned to me 2 years. Since you are busy in here, 10 million. Young young Tias, Massa. Young will be upon you. We are 4 and you'll be upon you. So, Mamma, Yana Dubai, young pay was a like young problem. Yaru Nyasembia. Answer, what a man. Why the market? Busy what a muhadi. What I penny when Kasabi. Open you where Andy's in the penny. But what a man Kasama here. Catch it out. Ghana, ye do an young Mr. Caution say. Plus, now your tourist is here. Casapa Nana will more de ton of cash. We are probably you can't have drama to another bush. What's here? Saturday, where you see Ghana, this anti-milk. I've no own talk. I finish every 3 bags. Martina Todiriti, Adaka Menu, Natikaka. Papa, no, Sergiano, who will do that about get your 3 bags. Answer what I do. Sergiano, what is it? Who told you know who you are? What do you do 1 bag? What 1 bag?
If I uti and 7 and work in a year, let's decode it. Let's be honest here. Papa ne say, so ton beans 3 bags are, and or the koto poisoner or the spray nefuso. I asked this particular question previously, and I'm repeating it again. A lot of Ghanaians are saying, although inflation is going down, currency, dollar to CD rate and ever phone, but still goods and services are expensive in the country. Now you Oliver Vomawo Vacap, me akwan kwa ni dini ya mi hubo. Oliver dini ya boni se yesi papa ni bit me chere me.
Me kai pa se misano na papa pe so yen nkoko. Eno ko frɛ papa bi bae. So o mesi nkoko bu mai. Na papa no na apart from adwuma no opanyum owie nkoko bu no ato anyum be 1 million. Anyum e wo radio so nyina nim kasa bia obeto. Na me da ho an na me kai no. Na me say me ba beto ne nyum ni bi a kire mo. Ye nyina ya hwe say papa no ofiri hi. O start adwuma no otunu no obeka do mi re do e.
To so bi say papa no ofiri hi. Oliver Dino ba jawa bit mabo Oliver Vakavomawo, if I got it right. Mami Beatrice, if I got it right, you can tell me. If I want say, we need to do something about famines and famine in our country. Go create timido beans. That's a 3 bags. No, they call top poison. Go spring. Then ask yourself, Obenya sika no de didi. Obenya sika no da when and these kind of things. I once went to Techiman in a farming community called Efreho in Suita Sereso. Yeah, in Suita Sereso. Yeah, because Sarah farmers. But once me call no more cocoa, and I'm told chocolate. Surprisingly, no, many Ghanaian cocoa farmers who chocolate that no matter tasty be that edibi. Pacho tea and some I can hear sometimes one way and some people I can. Obegas are grown here. Cocoa farmers in our Ghana. I'm telling you on authority say, Ugredia, more than 50% who chocolate that. Out of 50, there's someone who be there now. 40% any chocolate that. Who TV to say Friday be chocolate, but they think say walking into the supermarket to buy a chocolate is more expensive for them. But let me ask you, cocoa producing companies, and why can't you even dash cocoa farmers simple chocolate for them to taste it? Sometimes I've been thinking, wow, what is wrong with Africans? What is wrong? Say, oh, to cocoa never nipa. Yes, cocoa na there the coin nipa no who be then with the So the farmers are wailing, farmers are crying, and if we don't take our NDC, the better policies, but when we go back to the farming communities, that is where NDC masters they will vote against us. I have to be honest and frank with the leadership of the president. He is doing very, very massively well. But the policies and programs in NDC they ban and come from for no end here. Because Papa ya oton beans, you go catch and say dollar above from no who dollar that. He doesn't care. Was it dollar in the day? Okay, say inflation a drop here. Was inflation in the day? The only inflation on no so than session in Butoma. Sika na ba no otimi de koto adua na ma na yede ne ma. Say be so kotwa Google kakra na sa adua otimi kokɔ numbi. Peacefully asa. Oba nwumre na ba ya lugu to we. Na samasa. That is the only thing they understand. So when you start to sing inflation and a dollar and a economy, there be omo ntia sam korona say o. And then a man like Dr. Mudu Bomenya 38% because digitalization or cano. Obi digitalization a day. Obi otin suita streso and I say Koforidia streso. Oko can digitalization, Chile Kunkrum page Okrumnia, or say an day. Only the crow. Oko Casa Manato mobile phone or 22 cities are. Ukraina or Tias on a network, a Kurani. And the mobile phone 2 1 city, no babies as a day and I'm fine. NDC a social democratic party. We need to drive policies and programs. Need to understand us. The party of NDC for many. Yes, I NDP before was set a tone for us to be singing. And I'm a Kwaya Kumasi Road. There be Nipe Fa Kumasi Road, you know. Well, no the region. Ubi me my cast has me so many times. My tenant the chimay any Kumasi me need 1 hour order. I have to be honest. 1 hour. Maybe look at my age. Me need 1 hour. Oh, Kumasi that. The Kumasi knows what Kumasi. It doesn't care. I don't care. I dare may pen say Kwan if it me kosunya na me ba na ya Kwan ni ye. Ba opa fa 10 lane kosi akara Kumasi road. I don't care. That is the honest truth. And the same thing obi or not team me baby me fi na ma kura ase ho no. Okoto no ho a madam for no asema ho pa so the farm produce na badwom ne yato no wanya bi yato enam ne sekan yakọ no ne yere ne mane yakobo dwomuru ne yasa that is the only thing they understand. And yes, I NDC you go back to the farming communities and tell them say I say I'm say madam for clear off you ni ma de kwamba ekwama ye. President, I'm not in 10 to 11 months they want everything solved, but the point is Adena Ministry of Trade and Asefono should try to educate the farmers on better farming policies and programs. Kuyani do beans na waswa de abodwonom. Obedu ye na beans 1 bag, maybe 500 cedis. Meanwhile, we use 700 cedis. And they adopt beans, you know. Meaning waboka 200 cedis. That is what they are trying to arrive at. And these are buying should come up with policies and programs that say, oh my dear, for there, then you are subsidizing the farmers. Oba bruchia sane, you know. Abrochi the farmers in are buying and subsidizing more. Free, they get things for free. They give them tractors and everything for free. So it is a Neman is cheap in the farms. The farmer did not spend so much things to do. When inputting so much resources, but Ghana no. I'm not saying it's not important. Big Dream, get my facts very well. Because I choose my words very carefully. I'm not saying it's not important. Yesterday I held a program here. I said it's very, very important. But Nipadu was saying the first acquire also. That is what I'm talking about. And they say Nana Akufo-Addo buy, and the first thing Nana Akufo-Addo did somewhere in 2017 say Oti airfare so. So if you are Kumasi, they reduce it, which is very good. But ask yourself, Nipa send a thing on a plane and they call Accra and as a plane Kumasi. That is what I'm talking about here. Because NDC as a party, Nipa to remember NDC, they are the farmers. They are now the people speaking and talking here. So you need to tailor-made your solutions to cater for this kind of people. That is what I'm talking about here. I'm not saying it's a crack road, papa, and better. No, it's 100%. Say me ba, I drive on that road. But ask me, the last 2 years I've never driven on that road. He doesn't care. The only thing he understands is say, he gets money to feed for his family. Yeah, Habib, you say I'm on point, right? Yeah, that is the point. And this will be oti kura say wa do cocoa. Maybe 1 year cocoa na ba no oti cocoa 1 bag na. No cotton cocoa 1 bag na. Ask him says how 1 bag no. E betimi aton chance packet sen na ma no. E betimi say man chemicals o betimi dey kwa spray nim food here so anase den. If it's no there, then you are not doing anything for them. That is what I'm talking about here. Because the farmer also akodo beans 1 bag. Now say the cost in producing the beans, no buy now say they never buy for no. Then I hold their money in return because I bought that. So ask yourself, say 4 years time, what now can just remember inflation about farmer? The farmer doesn't understand what inflation means. The only thing the farmer understands is say, me the 400 cities and the do beans, me call you me 200 cities as a profit. And as I buy you came in to support me with farming. I say under the first administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, fertilizers were being given to farmers for free, and that is the better policy geared towards farmers. As a case farmer no koto fertilizer no fon ko gunim food so nkodo beans no ba na say o so wa manema boy fonti ate so ko beto abati awo. That is what I'm talking about here. Listen to me because I choose my choice of words very, very carefully. Because I come from a farming community, so I understand what the farmers are talking about. What's my say? Because na obedo bro, atwa bro 10 bags no. Ebi about the 1 acre na do. Sika obe yusu in that 1 acre no. Let's assume say maybe 4,000 cedis. Now me do bro ni wie na say I spend 4,000 excluding my manpower me dey adwuma. So let's quantify everything to be like 6,000. Now me buy na beton 10 bags na say me nya at the same 2,000 cedis. My boka na say my ene. My boka totally. So over there ba catch them say what am I doing boy for? What the fuck do I care about that? Me dey say dey na me dey gas no. I'll get profit out of it. That is what the farmers are talking about here. Because we are advising the government to do something right with the locals. The community Emily can say me say beans in Abana. Why is the government not buying the beans, processing it, and then exporting it or doing something different from it or something different with it? Because we keep on singing this same message. Say, oh, yeah, mama exporting the man raw. Yeah, mama exporting the man raw. But when I bet to say, yeah, the processing people Ghana, we always sing the same message. As I said, Ghana chocolate. Oh, wow, we have a Nipaduro saying chocolate to Ghana. Ask yourself, say, okay, shops to chocolate. Is it cheap or is it expensive? Nabisa almost say, why is chocolate cheap? Finland, there is a shop. I produce chocolate. Chocolate in the Ghana chocolate. Tidino Ghana chocolate, which is cheap. But the same chocolate they produce in Ghana is very expensive. Ghana chocolate is sikafone. Wow, he may tell me I'm lying. The Ghana chocolate is sikafone. Yeah, the farmers have to be innovative. You have to study the market before you produce. When a book brofonyeza. When a book brofona ochurono. Ghana, no, don't forget, say, community be our day, you do ya. Oko techima where I'm from, predominantly you do ya Brunei Bayere. Oka se nko do ya mo was asas no so enye. Oko the northern part of Ghana, your areas be where money do ya, your areas be where you do ya Bayere. Oka se nko do ya banche ho enye. Oko omo mo te kejeji ni kwame dan so na I understand say omo no so your ade bi oko mu ko mu do ya omo asas no so enye. So enye book bro for na we are talking about the reality on the ground. I know the Minister of Trade and Industry, Yamami Elizabeth Ofusojare, he's the MP for Techima North. She understands the to Bodoma, tomatoes and omoyo. So when you tell them that the farmers in Techima North, which is to Bodoma, and go do ya more, Yamami Elizabeth Ofusojare, Mfa. That is what I'm talking about here. So you need to understand the market and the people, local people, what they are doing, and say, what can I say? Hey, Ghana politics, no matter any I'm told was here. What the better policies about because they do not even understand that or they do not even feel anything. That is a fact. That is. We need to sometimes be fair with ourselves, and this is the party that we want, is the party that we have, and that is something that we need to tell them. Say, hey, you people are doing something right, but look, for money because for money, you're gonna have problems down there. From in the comment section, this is the debate with the Munufie. Oh, I may be waiting with about. Now you're discussing. This is how I do the live stream. I speak facts. I may be presenting facts and data. I don't insult anybody here. It's what I've said. And very, very peaceful. And I want to mention anyway. Emmanuel said, gradually we shall reach end of the tunnel. Mama just have to retrieve the looted money from the NPP. That one, I think that he's right on course. He's doing that because when Chichama won't be one just Canada, I am just here. Edu said, I'm not writing for writing's sake. I do agree with you. I'm a farmer, brother. I beg to differ. How do you differ from what I'm saying? You can also educate me a little bit because, as I've said, I'm not saying I'm always right. What I know is what I also think. In the comment section, it's also we can also share it. Why not? We are all open up to discussions because it's at the end of the day, whatever I get from here, and I can also send it to the appropriate quarters for them to also understand and study it. Because most of the channels, and I record it and then send it to some of them to also study the things that you all share with me. So you can also do it like that. Emily says Ghana chocolate is the best. Yeah, I think the Ghana chocolate is the best. But my point here is very expensive. When I'm Ghana, it's a phone when they chocolate. And now, go supermarket now. Ask yourself how many farmers could walk to the shop or supermarket to buy a chocolate. Or Wontumi, very expensive for them. Captain, they should put a stop to Tanga Airport. Why do you think they should put a stop to it? You can also tell me. Now, if I share that kind of day. Catch me, I'll tell you something. When John Mama was building the whole airport, I also had the same idea to send you walking. But I don't know. At the end of the day, no more build there. Because my understanding, they say, let me be honest. Yeah, walk with channel we are. Or you could go back and watch my videos. Where whenever a flight takes off from Kotoka International Airport, wow, fly there, you understand with me. It takes between 5 to 10 minutes to reach cruising level. 5 to 10 minutes. Flight be to Kotoka International Airport. Or maybe a flight be to be usually, with 2 to 5 minutes. We almost say switch a seat belt of 10 minutes now reach cruising level. Meanwhile, flight from Accra to Aflau is 15 minutes to Lomé. Let me get my first right. Flight from Accra to Lomé takes 15 minutes now. Meaning, flight in take off 5-10 minutes. They reach cruising level and then 5 minutes it has to go and land. Until bisa hon say ho, say flight to free Accra. How many minutes they do ho? Then this is free come and send a container in Hawaba. So for me, what I was suggesting is say Abayano doesn't need to build airport at Ho, but rather they should build the biggest market in Ghana. That is what I was proposing. Wait a minute, Togo, a duty-free port. So majority of Ghanaians go to Togo. So if I am the president, or if the president could have listened to me, you see the largest market in Ghana, a voter region somewhere. It might not be Ho or whatever, a voter region. In Togo for Neman, you could hear need about Ghana. Na Ghana for no, aba Ghana, the Ghana citizens in Ababeto. In a way, no, yeah, exercise is seeking to safer. We use the same Ghana city to buy. Secondly, it has created the biggest market in the voter region. So meaning migration from voter region to other parts of the country, it will create tourism, employment, economy of voter region will also boost. That was my viewpoint. But I didn't know why they decided to build airports. And I don't know how many flights will fly from voter region to Accra or to Kumasi. Meaning there. Maybe they also did their own research and decided to do everything. Big Dream said everything in Ghana is expensive, from hotels, airlines, and other things. Yeah, Ghana is very, very expensive. Sometimes I do. Maybe Ghana, I do complain. Very expensive. I do agree with you. Very, very expensive. Things are very, very expensive. Also, President said the current situation is as a result of the workable systems in progress. Yeah, we are. The president is working a lot. I do agree. The president is doing a lot of things for the country, but maybe they need to explain a lot of things to the locals. Because they send a video and watch it away. They say, "Uti microphone ya, uti tiomu, and someone more can hear pa."
Yo, NDC ni awo he me mesro. Jira wana tie video. Ya kanya me adwena kire mo nya agoro na eduwa. Me am be kuani ni mado. Manya 20 bags. Wo mama wo say yendi aduane busy 2 months, Nipa 2 years. Since you're busy in here, 10 million. You know me no what? Young Tias, Massa. Young will be upon you. We are for and you'll be upon you. So, Mama.
So what's a small one, you know? So beans in a baby busa, Munyat of war. And if it happens, so be a donor food in Nadia, then farmer now not to our mind won't support in any way. No, a dinner windy, a dinner on any mania. That is what they are asking now. So sometimes the one to one, they go, we shall for one said, but that is the position of the masses. And Ghana no more, or may farmers to say, cratchy or say, my dream no money dorsal. Because much of Ghana pass. So these people are the masses. Until man could see them, a codosa are no banners with not for but also need cheapness into me and saying one on a certain amount. Oko election over 20 out. That is why I understand. Also, Desmond said we still need one airport at Aflao. I'm not saying say we don't need an airport at Aflao, but if say you were a biggest market Aflao for me, no, then can best have more usefulness than the airport. That is what I believe. In case airport or news, I mean, too kind. Bashir will say, boss, we have Ghana chocolate here in Japan, but it's cheaper than buying it in Ghana. Exactly. No, Europe, yeah, the Ghana cocoa and chocolate are more cheaper. Change the original Ghana to add no. More cheaper. And this man listen to Ghanaian demands and deliver to them. Yeah, because I call them tailor-made solutions. Really, I was expecting saying Kebe tailor-made solution. To go vote region, I don't open no aya momo. Uko pona half I don't open no aya momo. Uko Ashanti region, I don't open no aya momo. But I would tell you because we move here, we may yako mama. You might end up doing nothing. You might end up doing nothing. That is what I hope say buy we incubate me as a sana kakra. 1,000 cities per Emily, Charlie, and easy. Yeah, so Sir Max, that's good. The current government is constructing a market at Aflao, which is starting next year, 2020. That is the best thing because I proposed this in about 2 or 3 years ago. We need the largest market in Ghana, our voter region. Now, boost commerce, our voter region. What was a hobby? Because yeah, that is the stronghold of NDC. Economic activities are booming. How people are going to flock there, and then that is how I understand. Because I'm a very, very easy thing. So, but say we did Dr. Mahmoud Bomi nature, they will set the pace for you. Then they will dig a hole. Cause I don't see kukuru now them.
Jimmy for party job.
What's your PP then?
A Jimmy for party.
A Jimmy for party, they are no yet in Dodo.
Oh, me, President Kufuor when you crash on the car.
Now, Jimmy for party, now Bulgaria, also young people, Nino.
Oh, now some Jimmy.
All right, so this is the debate with the Munufie. In fact, and then the debate with her. And Yamia Adoma, China, I'll be back once again, 8 p.m. Ghana time. Now, yeah, some album. But our platform is going to have a video tab. I always post 10 to 15 minutes video, 18 minutes video. And say if this is also long for you, you can also go back there and then you check on those kind of videos. Send it will be more easier for Nipa. You to share ideas. And then I'll also be happy saying in the comment section, so bet me do adventure about Namibia and Yedim Komo or Honso Boom because we are building this particular channel as a family platform. So we need to work things out like that. So Emmanuel said there's a plan to build the markets at Aflao, but I don't know how big it is. Now, I will be happy say if it becomes the largest. I want to stress on the point the largest market in Ghana should be situated in Volta region. I always pray for that. Until let's see how it goes. May that will be answered. Bye bye.
Me kai pa se misano na papa peso yen nkoko. Eno ko frɛ papa bi bae. So omesi nkoko bu mai. Na papa no na apart from adwuma no opanyum owie nkoko bu no ato anyum be 1 million. Anyum e wo radio so nyina nim kasa bia obeto. Na me da ho an na me kai no. Na me say me baba to n'enyum ni bi a kire mo. Ye nyina ya hwe say papa no ofiri hi. O start adwuma no otu no obeka do re mi re do e. Zoto. Okrama tuntum akamino aye. Ofri moja no free moja. Nafi was starting in yum. And you no baako ekosi. Ama bonswe. Me home pera mania jina way. Hey. Alomo hoye swinging safari aho. Ama bonswe. Me home pera mania jina way. Hey. Alomori oye swinging safari aho. Chora mi la momo. Chora mi jebero choe. Chora mi la momo. Chora mi la momo. Chora mi jebero choe. Chora mi la momo. Chora mi come care. Choca tomo corejo. Teke preco ye beneroi. Chora mi la momo. I am crying. I didn't share na abari kawara visa. Ushami chisu polisi orimachi. Afero bisare. Miwa efie. Ajire efie kahako pura visa. Ajise efie akosia sevda ubisayo. Anyone baako say, dear ho, oya dear ho, ria mimpe. Dear ho, oya dear ho, ria mimpe. Sorry mi bayeria, oya shatari papa. Un shatari pa ona dear ho, ria mimpe. Dear ho, oya dear ho, ria mimpe. Sorry mi bayeria, oya ka sem papa. Aya kansem papa ora kosia sevri mimpe. Deho aya kosia sevri mimpe. Ekotori ba de swasi. You riba de swasi. Tilapia riba o de swasi. Adwini ba o de swasi. Mi dia na wo mi soro obiara. Mi hawa mi soro biara pro.
Na usi o shasi ya ni tiunu.
Do re mi re do Zoto Okama tutu okamino O frimoja no frimoja. Mafi papa da pa.